welcome to Pop Culture Spread. I'm Rick and this is Jace, and welcome back to our channel. This is the first video we've done since 2020, our new video back, which is good. Yeah. Well, back to the show. Jace did a couple that we did on there, so it's good to be back, guys, and any newcomers, thanks for joining us. Before we get started, guys, you guys know exactly what you need to do. Give us a thumbs up for the video. Also hit that subscribe button for our channel as well. And if you're after some merchandise as well, guys, we've got some new merchandise which has hit our store as well. So hit that link down below as well, guys. We just want to touch on something.
Yeah, I thought before we get stuck into the show, there would be nobody who's not aware at the moment that Australia's currently going through one of the biggest natural disasters in our modern history. Certainly bushfires have taken a hold of a big chunk of the country at the moment. There are people dying, losing their family members, losing homes, losing jobs because of a lot of the places.
Wildlife, there's a lot of wildlife.
And I mean, the estimation that wildlife are from 500 million to 1.5 billion loss. I mean, it is huge, and like certainly we live in a place called South Australia, Rick, and just below us is a fairly large island called Kangaroo Island, and I'm just going to pop up a bit of a graphic there. As you can see, 2/3 of the entire island has been wiped out at this point. I mean, most of us are speechless. I mean, it's even this morning. We live in a city here where there's bushfires are not that close. We've had some locals.
We had locals, yeah.
But the whole smell this morning, overnight, we could smell the smoke from this island, which is thousands of kilometres away. It's a tragedy on a scale that I've never witnessed in my life here in Australia.
No.
So the reason I'm mentioning it, not to put a bummer on the show or anything, but I'm going to put up a link. Celeste Barber, who is an amazing celebrity on Instagram.
She's a comedian.
Does a lot of those model reads. Yeah. She does her own versions of it.
Celebrity model.
But she started up a charity, place to donate money towards bushfires. And currently, Rick, originally she's just trying to raise, I think, $3 million or something. It's currently over $50 million.
$50 million, which is huge.
Yeah, but it's not enough.
No.
It's not enough. It's nowhere near enough. It's going to basically reinvigorate and get people back to work, back to their homes. Nothing's ever going to replace family, of course, but I've just popped in a link here for you to. This is where we would recommend that you donate, and please do give, even if it isn't much at all.
Every little bit helps.
Every little bit helps.
Money, it could be, food or clothing.
That's right. So let's get into the show. It's been a busy week in movies.
It has.
What's going on?
We'll just roll into, continuing off on that fire crisis. A lot of the celebrities around the world have joined together, obviously, to help and donate what they can, and just some incredible people have donated, and so a lot of the big A-listers have donated some big bucks. Yeah. One of the big news was Thor himself, Big Chris Hemsworth, $1 million he donated to the charity, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Which is
great work, Chris.
Chris is just amazing. So many.
There's Kylie Minogue who's donated.
Yeah, she has.
Russell Crowe has.
John. The list goes on and on and on. Fantastic to see that guy.
Yeah, even the Golden Globes. That was a big theme of the night. The Golden Globes was the Aussie bushfires. So.
We'll talk. So, like I said, hit that link down below and donate whatever you can, guys.
Yeah,
much appreciated. Thank you so much. Well, let's move on to some really big news, which I'm super excited about, Jace. When this came through, I was just like, hopefully this is going to come true.
I do not know what this story is, but I'm guessing it has to do with something green.
Something green, big and green. So, Marvel hopefully are in talks with Universal to have full control over a solo movie for the Hulk.
Wow!
So to put it into terms so people can understand how it is, obviously Marvel Studios got the rights for Hulk. They can make a movie, they can do all that, but they can't distribute it. That's where Universal comes in, and so basically Universal and Marvel don't get along. But there are rumours that they have been talking.
Well, the precedent's been set with Sony, hasn't it?
Yes.
They made that work with Sony,
yes,
and why not Universal? And you're spot on, Rick. A lot of people thought, they can't make a Hulk movie. No, they could make a Hulk movie. They just really wouldn't. They would lose a big chunk of the money.
They can't. But that leads to a lot of questions. Where's it going to go?
Well,
which one are they going to go with? There's so many they can do. There's so many.
Well, you know,
what
they have done really well in the Infinity Saga series of films is they gave the Hulk quite an interesting arc, I thought. I mean, he's Smart Hulk now. What happens to Hulk? A decimated Smart Hulk.
Right.
Remember, his arms screwed. So, whether they have the rights to or not is interesting, but whether it fits into the MCU moving forward, Rick, that's the big
right.
question.
So, clearly they're going to do something after Endgame. They're going to go there. But what storyline? You know, there's so many quick ones they could do.
But piggybacking off of that, and the one I'm really excited about, and this is because I love Hulk too, but
Namor, yes.
Which is currently run by Universal. Now, Namor, as a comic book character...
The vampire.
No, he's still...
Oh, sorry.
You're thinking of Morbius.
Morbius, which is coming out next week. Sorry.
His comic book cred has just been destroyed live on camera. No.
Yeah.
Namor obviously comes from Atlantis.
Sorry, yeah.
He's a very interesting character because he's always been about what's most important for Atlantis. He's not like Aquaman. He ain't friendly. Most of the time, he's very villainous.
So
in
Universal
the MCU. And I would love to see him because he's also a key component of the Illuminati. Now, the Illuminati is an upper echelon group of superheroes. We're talking Professor X, Namor, Black Panther, Doctor Strange has been in there, Mr. Fantastic's been in there. Namor as a character would add a lot of complexity to the MCU in a very cool way. So I think it's great that it looks like they're going to...
Oh, look, they're going to do it.
Coming back to Hulk, they're not having discussions if they haven't got a plan.
No, that's
already.
right. That's exactly right. But which way they go, I would love to see Wolverine and Hulk story.
I think a lot of people would.
That would be amazing.
That would be good.
Whether Hugh will come back and put the claws on,
Nah, that'll be
probably
a new
not.
Wolverine.
There at all. But yeah,
It'll be a new Wolverine.
Would be amazing. Or they could go down the leader path, where they did that with the Edward Norton. They kind of left that.
We still have the Abomination who's not dead. He's locked away
that's
somewhere.
right. So remember that series. So it really depends on which way they go. So hopefully we get some more news on that, which is good. Just touching base that we were just speaking about the Golden Globes just quickly. Obviously they were done this week, which is good. Yeah. So we've got the winners of the Golden Globes.
Look, I mean you've got to touch on the big winner of the night, don't you?
Ricky Gervais.
Oh yeah, he's the real winner.
He's the real winner.
His opening monologue was brutal.
Amazing, fucking amazing.
Very cool, very cool.
Yeah, but look, you know, had everything. You know, obviously Joaquin won the best actor.
That's probably the one I'm talking about the most.
And
this
best
is
picture
the second
1917
iteration of the Joker that has received a major award, like Heath Ledger winning the Oscar. And now Joaquin winning the Golden Globe for Best Actor.
So he's going to
fantastic. What else? Tell me some of the more big winners.
So
of the
Best
night.
Motion Picture drama going to 1917.
I cannot wait for this film, Rick. I saw there was a trailer that popped out. I think last week. No, a new trailer. We haven't done that yet.
Oh, okay.
We'll get there.
Nice.
But it's
because we had our thing about it, didn't we? We were saying at the trailer, the director does really good trailers, but then we're a bit worried about it.
It looks great, but the word is it's phenomenal, and obviously winning an award.
And that was up against The Irishman, The Joker, Two Popes, so it had some other backing up to it. But yeah, it won Best Picture. So what else have we got?
What about Best Performance of an Actress?
Best Performance of an Actress in a Motion Picture, Renee Zellweger for Judy.
Mate,
amazing.
I need you guys to go back to the archives,
go in there,
dig out the Judy trailer reaction,
which we did. Awesome.
I called that shit.
Did you?
I called it that she's going to be a award.
Let's play that. We'll run it back.
Go dig it through the archives.
Go dig it, guys. But yeah, good for her. She was amazing. It's good to see.
Renee Zellweger done some fucked up shit to her face in recent years, but essentially she's a phenomenal actress. Do not underestimate Renee Zellweger, and looks like she's done it there. What about Best Motion Picture?
Best Motion Picture in a musical and comedy. I went for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Surprise!
Yeah, and that was up
surprised.
Against Dolomite with Eddie Murphy,
which is incredible.
Awesome. Jojo Rabbit, Knives Out with
Jojo Rabbit. Now, Jojo Rabbit, I got to be honest with you, I was a little bit disappointed in.
Oh, okay.
A little bit disappointed in. Knives Out.
Knives Out.
Fantastic movie.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Awesome. And Rocket Man.
No, Rocket Man was okay. Was
good.
But
Once Upon a Time took that out, which was good to see. What else have we got? Let's go down the list and we'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, so there we talk about Rocket Man. There you go. Best performance of an actor in a motion picture for musical and comedy. That went to Taron Egerton for Rocket Man. So obviously,
well played. Well done.
Documentary for Elton John. So I haven't personally seen it. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yes, I have.
Apparently, it's a good little movie.
It's good to see Brad Pitt getting an award for Best Supporting Actor too for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah,
which was really good as well.
There's a little bit of controversy. There was a lot, stuff again with the awards and all that. Let's.
And obviously, there's a list of a whole lot of winners that from TV and that. We won't delve into
that, but there's a list there.
It's really about the movies, but it's usually a good indicator of how things are going to go in the Oscars, which are not that far away. Let's move on.
Let's move on. Christian Bale is in the news this week. Big news that he's in talk with Marvel to come over to the new Thor movie.
And you know what? Marvel is so smart to be talking to him. I have just watched a film which it's my number one film of the year, which is Ford v Ferrari.
Which he didn't even get nominated for.
He didn't even get nominated. And I don't know because his performance in that film was amazing. He was so funny in it, Rick.
Was he?
He's so funny.
Such a diverse actor. He's a fantastic actor.
And I thought to myself, they've seen that and they've gone, he's got the right sense of humour to work with Taika Waititi. I would love to see Christian Bale in a Thor movie. I just think he's just the right kind of fit. I hope they make that happen, dude.
I think they will.
Oh God, I hope so.
We haven't seen him in a superhero movie since obviously the Batman trilogy.
Yeah, which he also come out and said he would never be in another superhero film, but people changed.
But we don't know what he's going to be.
Garden says it's a villain.
They say it's a villain. There's a lot of fans out there saying that he's going to be playing Better Bay Ray.
He could be another love interest for Natalie Portman. You just don't know.
Don't know. Well, Natalie's back. Chris Hemsworth's back.
Piker's back.
Tessa Thompson, she's back as well. So it's going to be stellar. It's going to be good.
It's going to be huge. So it's going to be huge.
Big news there. So let's move over still with Marvel news. It just seems to be hitting Marvel all the time. XMen at the moment.
What about X-Men? What is going
on there? But we're going about Nicholas Hoult.
Nicholas Hoult.
Yes, he is actually being into Mission Impossible 7. He's been, So he's going to play a villain in Mission Impossible 7.
Okay, all right. Yeah, it's interesting with the Mission Impossible series, Rick. They're doing 6 and 7 back to back.
Great. I think they get better and better each time.
They are phenomenal
I think they're great movies. They start from when they first came out to now, which is awesome. So it'd be good to see because he actually was supposed to be in the new Top Gun movie
Was he?
Yeah, he was cast for the son. For Tom Cruise's son, but then obviously it didn't work out, and then he was in talks.
Conflicts, as they
then he was in talks with Tom, and then Tom said, let's try Mission Impossible 7. So they're working into it. So
look, at the end of the day, it is, as they always say, there's nothing wrong with adding talent to your movie. No, that's right. That is definitely.
But how many more can Tom do? I mean, he is
pushing
his body
because they're filming him back to back. I think that's what they're getting towards. Is like. He can't keep doing
because he got injured in one of them, didn't he?
He broke his ankle when he did that jumping onto the building in the last one.
He's pushing his body. He's going to be to that point. But looking forward to it. So hopefully,
bring it on.
Now this news just came out not long ago.
I think hours ago. Which is Doctor Strange 2 director has exited from the movie. Scott Derrickson.
Yeah. Creative differences again.
That's interesting. That is interesting. Wow. And it's not the first time he had creative differences with Marvel in the first one because he wanted to go for a more horror kind of way. And I do believe Marvel is as well. Look, it happens in Hollywood. It is a bit disappointing because I liked what Scott Derrickson did with the first one. But I've got to say this, Rick. Although, if you get a really fantastic director, they do make the difference for the film. The Russo brothers, look what they did with all the films that they did. Taika Waititi.
Turned around Thor.
What he did with Thor basically saved that Thor and reinvigorated that Thor series.
I don't
know. This is a big film for Marvel Studios. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. This is apparently a film that is a centerpiece for the Phase 4. So I can imagine Marvel getting a bit nervous, wanting things to go a certain way. Scott Derrickson's going, nah, it's not for me.
But what are the creative differences? We don't know. But
well, creative differences is a code for something happened. Drama's gone down.
Yeah.
Someone's thrown something or yelled at someone. Either way, they're going to be looking for a new director, and they better get onto it quick,
or else,
because this movie's due out next year.
Because this ties in some with the Disney Plus series, with the
Loki very much
series
so.
as well.
WandaVision leads directly into this. Now, I've heard the first three.
Get it right.
It's only a 6-episode season. These WandaVision and things like that.
Wow.
And the first 3 episodes is very much about Scarlet Witch. And that, and then the last 3 episodes leads directly into Doctor Strange Multiverse.
Yeah, see, they've got to nail it. If they don't get onto this straight away, then yeah. But apparently he hasn't left it completely. He's still doing a bit of the producing and stuff like that, so he's still a little bit involved.
Yeah, but he's not actually going to be
directing it.
And you know what? There could
they
could be saying creative differences, but it could be a personal thing.
Well, that's right.
We don't know what's going on in that guy's life. Right. You know what I mean?
But Marvel should know what they're doing, so they know
look, mate, they don't get the benefit of the doubt at this point. I mean, like, we've had directors come and go and left films and Marvel just pull it out of the hat every time. I mean, look at Ant-Man, for example. Edgar Wright was attached to that movie for almost a decade. They had to change that a year before. Peyton Reed comes in and honestly knocks it out of the park, which is one of the great MCU films. Ant-Man is a great film.
So it's released for 2021, so they got a bit of time, but
not that much.
Well, we are 2020 now, so
yeah, there you go.
On a year. So that's it.
That's it. That was it for the movie news this week.
Yeah, that's what we wanted to talk about. So you guys enjoyed it. But that's not it, guys. Before the end, we always move over to a segment that we like to call
Jason's Movie Vaults. All right, guys, we are going back to the 80s this time. I think.
80s, nice.
And I think we're going to go to a little-known film that I don't think a lot of people remember, but it has a soft spot in my heart of being a really fun comedy. Now, it actually stars one of the Brat Pack from the 80s. And I'm talking Judd Nelson from the 1987 release of From the Hip.
From the Hip.
From the Hip, you say? What the hell is that film?
Never heard of it.
Well, basically, it's about an apprentice lawyer who gets his first case. He makes such a scene on his first case that he basically wins the case and then gets given a murder case as his next case.
Like a high profile
murder case.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, why I love this film, and there's nothing magical about it except Judd Nelson's performance in this film. Judd Nelson, we all know from The Breakfast Club and New Jack City, and that's most people just know him from those 2 films. But he was a quality actor in the 80s, and still is in some ways. You don't lose talent. But here, he got to play a title role, and his charisma just oozed on screen. And you know what? The thing about Judd Nelson people don't realise? The guy's funny. He's really funny. And he just really holds court here. And you've got to remember, he's performing against some really big names here. He's got Elizabeth Perkins. She's a very famous actress. John Hurt. Sir John Hurt, I believe it's at this point. You know, and you've got some just unbelievable bit actors. Ray Walston. You think, who the hell is Ray Walston? He plays the judge. You've got to check him out. He's really, really cool. The film, you know, it's a 90-95 minute kind of film, but it just captures the spirit of those type of comedies of the 80s. And it was one of those films I just discovered at the video shop, but it became high rotation for me in 87, 88. I was watching that film a lot because it just has such good energy about it. You've got to go and find it. I don't know where you would find this movie at this point, Rick. I don't know if it's on any streaming services or it's some $2 bin in an old video shop. I don't know. But you've got to hunt it down. Get onto From the Hip with Judd Nelson. It's a great little comedy. You'll have a good time. It ages really well. So, check it out. That's my recommendation for the week, Rick.
Great review there, Jason.
From the Hip.
From the Hip. Well, like I said, check it out, guys. So, yeah, if you can find it.
Yep.
Get on it, guys.
Well, that's it for the week, isn't it, Rick? Don't forget, guys, to donate to the Bushfire Fund if you can, please.
Really appreciate it, and thank you so much for all your support.
All right,
and
Rick.
We'll see you next week.
Until next week, here we go.
See ya.